everyone, welcome back to Single Girl Budgets. My name is Jessica. Excuse my nails, they're looking rough. Today we are a little late, but we are doing a paycheck budget. So I am going to be using this little sample sheet from Planner Kate. I like to use this for dates. I'm going to be using my other sample sheet, or my other sheet from Planner Kate that I forgot to grab, so we'll have to find that. And then the rest of my budgeting stickers are from my shop, Single Girl Budgets. And today we are going to be using this gorgeous, beautiful washi. Let me find my thick washi here because it is all pumpkins. One is more gray, one's a little more browny copper. I love this. I think it's beautiful. I think it's perfect for October. Being a fall girl, I'm not really a Halloween fan, but for fall, yes please. So I'm going to set all this off to the side. We are going to find our other sheet because I like to pretend to be prepared, even though I'm not. You guys, I still have not organized my Planner Kate stickers. Don't even. Like, this is, hopefully I will do that after I get this done, but I make no promises. This is the sheet I'm looking for. It's S516, and I believe I bought it in a D-stash thinking I would use it for like the intended purpose in the Daily Petite. I never use the Daily Petite, but this is perfect for putting some dates on. So I like to have that. Let's go ahead and open up to my current budget book. And it says, good things happen to those who hustle. I think that's perfect for budgeting. So we are going to close out our last paycheck budget and then go ahead and set up the next paycheck budget. So one thing I do want to show you guys, Prime Days kind of got me, not like real bad. I did have a couple of transactions. I pulled some cash out of my sinking fund that I'm going to put into the bank and basically use for, because I put it on my credit card. I did buy a few more things from Prime than I should have. Like, this is basically all Amazon, you guys. Oops. But they were all items that I basically had in my cart waiting that I was going to buy at some point. And then they were a couple dollars off for Prime Days. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to get ahead of the game. I want to go ahead and buy Christmas gifts. So I bought them. I had planned on buying these items anyway. So it's not... My biggest thing is don't go, you know, especially with like Prime Days, which is over now. But don't go to a sale looking to see what you can buy. Go to a sale knowing what you need or want and that you're already planning to purchase, and then just enjoy that little bit cheaper of a price. So I was not really impressed with Prime Days. I didn't think that there were a lot of things that were like heavily discounted, but the few things I wanted, I saved a couple of dollars on. I think actually out of all the items I bought 2 things for myself. And you guys, I bought a razor because I needed it, and it was a few dollars cheaper being the Amazon like basics brand. And they had the disinfecting wipes in stock, and so I bought the max that I could for that because, you know, Rona, and I like hit the jackpot. So like I now have like 9 containers of disinfecting wipes, which will last me forever because I try not to use them. I also am going to take some to work, but like, one of my friends was like, you know, you can make like 10 grand right there. Like, go sell that shit on the black market. And I was like, as much as I want to, my conscience can't do that. So let's close some things out. First steps first. On my spending tracker, which I've already done for the past week because I like to kind of keep myself, I like to see that total. So I did go ahead and add up all of my cash, debit, credit transactions. Now, you will see that, like, this Every Plate transaction that was on my credit card, I don't mark subscriptions because that is already accounted for. I also, like, gas, already accounted for. I can't overspend on gas, you guys. I don't exactly go around and, like, go outside and, like, drive in circles. So, I know what to expect. Those are not counted. I am accounting for anything that was out of the normal or like my just spending. So that is what we have. My credit amount was so high because I did have to take Puck to the vet. That was $533 of it. Whew, yeah, not prepared for that, but we are good for probably the next year because I needed to stock up on some meds, some flea meds. Like, he may have been a free dog that was a gift to me, but he is a very expensive dog. But I got to keep my Pookie Man safe and as healthy as could be because he's my Pookie Man. And I've had this dog since he was like 8 weeks old. He's now 9. You guys, he is like my ride or die. So we got to keep him happy and healthy. Debit wasn't too bad. We spent $72. And then I did track my cash, which you guys know I'm terrible at tracking cash. But let's go ahead and come over to the second week. I'm just trying to like get it as good as we can. There we go. Okay, so something just fell in my house, you guys. I'm not even. Nope, not even. I'll worry about it later because somebody could be breaking into my house right now, but we'll deal with it then. All right, so credit transactions I'm going to do in blue, and I am not going to do subscriptions. So Nintendo, EveryPlate, those are subscriptions, which I need to cancel my Nintendo. I keep forgetting to. I got it because of Animal Crossing. I don't think I've turned on my Switch in like a solid month. So, or 2 or 3, honestly. All right, gas we don't worry about. Walmart, I had to go get some cleaning, groceries, iCloud I don't worry about. So now we are getting into the Amazon purchases. I did purchase an Echo Dot for Christmas for one, so I'm going to pull that out of my sinking funds. I have a couple more. I didn't actually put what they were because there were a lot of transactions, you guys. Some of these are able to be covered by my sinking funds. So I've got 2 more here that I'm not going to worry about. But the rest of these, you know, I could like keep track of them and like cover out of my sinking funds. But you guys, I am all about simple. And so I'm just going to absorb it into the budget. I had some extra money anyway. I just can't deal with that. So let's see if we have any debit. It looks like I have 1 because I was lazy one night and I got pizza. Oh, I'm marking on the desk. So let's go ahead and grab our calculator. We don't need anything up there. And let's add up our credit transactions. So $22.89, $85.62. Also, I would just like to say, you guys, when I went to Walmart for cleaning products, I was like shocked. There was literally nothing on the shelves. Like, how does that even happen still? Everywhere else I go is like fully stocked. Like, I don't get it. Oh, shoot. Man, I am having a rough go with this calculator. All right, looks like we have $285.52. 52. Debit, there was only 1, so we can just $30.15. And then the cash that I wrote down was $6. We all know that it's not completely true, but you know, I'm bad at tracking things. I am getting better though, okay? All right, let's go ahead and flip back to our paycheck budget. So now that we've got our spending, we can go ahead and start going through this. So good thing about this paycheck is that I did have some extra money come in. So my salary did not change. That's what I take home after, you know, deductions and tithing and, you know, whatever else that there is. I guess I shouldn't say that. That's what the money I have to work with. Miscellaneous, I did have an extra $805 come in. I had a couple of refunds. I had sold some stuff. You know, I just did a little bit of everything to get that extra $800. So that means my total spending was my total income, I should say, was $2,500. So, and everything was perfect except for this. So we brought in an extra $805, and that is awesome. So our expenses, my mortgage did not change. So let's just $436. HOA was the same. Honestly, all of these are the same except for, my spending category. So 40, 355, 100, 120, and we'll just boop boop, boop. Okay, let me grab my red pen, which is a Parku erasable pen. And you guys, I think there's going to be a giveaway of these. Parku reached out to me and asked me to review them. And I told them, I was like, I already have your pens. I already like them. But I would love to do another review and maybe give a set away. So they actually sent me 2 sets. So I am looking at doing like a whole little like budget kit for you guys. So keep watching and eventually we are going to do that. So spending. We are going to come back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up my credit and debit totals from both of these. So $594.04, $72.69, $285.52 plus $30.15, and that comes up with something's not right. Are we sure we did everything right? Oh, debit. I missed a debit transaction. There it is. Anybody else yelling at me? So let me grab my white out here. All right, we're just going to wipe this out. This is why you should always have white out. Or if I'd have been smart, I would have been using an erasable pen. But I'm not sometimes. So $30.15 plus $6.94, $37.09. So now if we add everything up, we should come up with $72.69. And I messed something up there. Okay, 594.04. This is the struggles of bug. There's a gnat. Dude, I don't know what is going on with my house. There are bugs. There are so many bugs. And I believe we all know that Jessica does not do bugs in her house. And we're going to have a problem here. $989.34. That is better. Yes, I did in fact spend $989. And I'm not rounding that up to $990 because of the change. I always have a couple extra dollars in my bank account. So that means that we were over $789 doll hairs. Hoo, hoo, hoo. But I will say, like I said, 500 of that was a vet visit that I was not prepared for. That is why I am working on getting this sinking fund built up because I need to have that money. I also bought some gifts. Again, another one I need to work on getting built up. So, $789. So, if we take this plus this equals what our actual spending was. So, $16.84 plus $7.89 means we actually spent $2,473. It is a damn good thing that I brought in all that extra money up here. So our rollover is a whopping $27, which is actually more than I initially estimated. So it was I'm very glad that I was able to bring in that extra money. God, could you guys have imagined if I hadn't had to spend all this, like the amount of extra money I would have had? It pains me almost. Like, that's crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and set up our next paycheck budget. So what I'm going to do because of pages in this book is I'm going to put my spending trackers here, and then I will put my paycheck budget here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to flip my little cheat sheet here so I know what I'm doing. I'm going to grab this thick washi, and then we're just going to put this down. We can throw that away because we don't need it. I also realized I did not print a paycheck budget, and I'm too lazy to go print one. So guess what? I'm going to use this monthly budget. The categories down here are the same. So I'm just going to grab some scissors. And I am just going to cut off the monthly portion. And we are just going to put budget at the top. I'm going to know what that means, so I'm not too concerned about it. Because this is just for me, right? I mean, our budget is just for ourselves. So let's go ahead and put our income. All right, so for this paycheck budget, we will have our rollover. Ooh, it's getting real hard to write up here, guys. And then if you've watched any of my previous budget videos, you know that I do what is called a credit rollover. And basically what this is that I use my credit card for a lot of things. And I go ahead and account for those expenses in my budget. So like I've already accounted, let me get this over here. In this spending number, I've already accounted for what I'm going to put, like a portion of what's going to get put on my credit card, like what I'm going to pay. So because I don't pay it like weekly or anything, I do wait until the end of the month. What I do is I take what I've spent on my credit card that I've already accounted for and basically make it a fake like income amount. So it's not actual money that's coming in, but it's money that's been accounted for that is sitting in my bank account that I need to include in this budget. So then we have our normal income and we have our miscellaneous. So let's go ahead and put our totals. Oh, sorry guys, I am a little like gross. It is getting cold here. I'm like so cold, but I refuse to turn on the heat because I want to save that money. My electric bill for next month, I already got it, you guys, and it was like $40. I don't know if I've ever been so happy. All right, let's go ahead and use some thin washi. Which one should I use? Should I do the florals? I think we should do some florals. I'm just gonna put that right here in the middle. And then we're gonna do our expenses. And sometimes lining this stuff up is hard. Okay, so this is my not bill heavy. I'm gonna have to turn you guys a little bit. I apologize. I need to remember to set the camera up sideways so that like, yeah, I always forget. But, so this paycheck is not very bill heavy, which is awesome. So I have my Chase. I have an Amazon Chase card. I basically got like free stuff for getting it. And so I always forget that it's like the one that's linked to my Amazon account. And so I always end up putting like any Amazon purchases on it, not even thinking, but whatever. All right. And then every paycheck, I do an electronic savings transfer. I take out cash for sinking funds. Ooh, there we go. Oh, wow. Sinking funds. That was bad, you guys. Whew. I do take out cash for spending. And then I have my electronic spending. So see, that is the beauty of this paycheck. It is not very bill heavy at all. Hopefully we can save some money. So I'm going to put my total expenses down here. And then let's draw some lines. I don't ever worry about the due date because I know when it is, but I wanted to put it on there just so that I had it if I needed it. And then at the bottom, let's do another, I think I'm just going to do, no, I think I'm going to do the florals again. We're going to keep this pretty cohesive. So I'm going to put this right there. And then we are going to put our potential rollover and actual rollover. There we go. Okay, so we have our budget laid out. Excuse me. I am going to go ahead and grab this sheet from Planner Kate. It's S516. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I think we'll use this one. And I'm just going to write October. This is October 16th through the 29th. I am just a date person. I like to see dates. I need to have dates. And what I do is I just put this right down here, kind of in the center at the bottom, just so I have it. Okay, let's do the most exciting part, get things out of the way, and fill in some numbers. So our rollover, we know, was $27. So we can do that. And honestly, we can actually already go ahead and put that as our actual because we know that's not going to change. That's a terrible dollar sign though. It's getting hard to write up there, I'm telling you. Okay, so the credit rollover. So what I will do is I will go back to my budgets for September. So these are my spending trackers for September. It is kind of nice having them like right here together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bottom and I am going to add up all the credit amounts. So 156.09 plus the 114.14. And then we're going to turn the page. And then 152.15 plus 203.08 gives us 626.27. I want to do that again, just to be safe. Because that is not the number I had, which kind of bothers me. I do always do this ahead of time, just so that I know. Because it is easy to make mistakes. And I try to make no mistakes if possible. 203.08 gives me 625.46. That is that's correct. All right, so let's come back to our paycheck budget here. So I'm going to just leave that at 625. I'm not going to round that up or anything. So 625. And again, we know that's the actual. It's not going to change, so I'm just going to fill those out right now. I'm estimating my income at $1,564, and I'm not doing anything for miscellaneous. So let's do some math here. We got 27 plus 625, 1564, gives us 2216. All right, so then we are going to, I have a feeling the dog's going to start barking because I think the neighbors are outside. But we're going to try to power through. So then I have already gotten my Chase bill. It is going to be $1,293. Our Amazon Chase is $167. See, again, if I would use my erasable pens, I wouldn't have this problem. Electronic savings is $100 per paycheck. I'm going to come back to sinking funds for the time being. Cash is $120, and then spending, I always give myself $200. So at the beginning of this video, you guys, I was talking about beefing up my sinking funds. And you are going to see in tomorrow's video that I'm going to do just that. Instead of normally I would only pull $60. I pull $60, I put 10 in each sinking fund, and I call it a day. Well, I have added some new sinking funds, and I really want to beef them up. So I'm actually going to pull 260. Thankfully, I have that extra cash right now to do it, and now is as good a time as ever. So let's go ahead and add up. That's better. Add up these numbers. So 1293, 167, 100, 260, 120, 200. So that gives us 2140. So that means I have a potential rollover, if we take this number minus this number, of $76. So that is a good amount. That's kind of where I like to be. I like to have, right around that $100, kind of rolling around there for me. I'm super excited about the sinking funds and, beefing that up. You will see, and actually if you guys kind of did the math on the other page, you will know that I've already allocated what's going there. I actually received a cash bonus at work. And so I was able to add an extra $100, just straight up cash, to my sinking fund. So I actually stuffed $360 in there, which is awesome. So this is my paycheck budget. We are going to make it a goal to stick to because I really want to be able to, save some money, beef things up. 2021 is going to be the year of debt freedom. I fully intend on paying off my car next year. So my goal for the last few months of this year is to save. So let's do our transaction logs. Let me get you guys here in frame. Basically, I'm going to use this washi here. And I am just going to, if you guys have seen this before, feel free to click out. I understand it probably gets a little repetitive after this time, but this is what I have found works best for me. So, spending trackers. I honestly love tracking my expenses now. I have learned that I am much better if it is not cash, but I love using cash because I love having like that change, because change adds up. I like being able to tell myself, oh, when it's out, it's out. That's super crooked, but I doubt I'll ever get it back up, so I'm not going to mess with it. My stickers are very permanent, which I love. But it's definitely easier to track when you have, you know, an electronic record. So on my spending tracker, if you guys seen this before, I apologize. I do give you two options. I give you a total spending line, and I give a total expenses that breaks it down by method of spending. So credit, debit, cash. I always use the credit, debit, cash one. And what I do, I put it kind of here in the center at the bottom, and then there it is. So we're going to do this. I'm going to get rid of this. And then one other step I like to do is, again, I am a big dates person. So I have this S244. This is a sample from Planner Kate. I try to match the colors as best as I can, but unfortunately, you know, there's not many options. So I'm just going to use this black and this gray. And I am going to do 10, where am I on? We're on 1016. Through 1022, and then 1023 through 1029. And this just kind of helps keep me on track. And what I do is I just take this little guy, I'll kind of straighten this out, and then I just put him up here at the top in the corner, just, you know, barely noticeable, but just enough so that I can see it. And it uses the stickers that I have. I am trying to get into a better habit of using what I have, and I'm good. So here's my spending tracker for the week. Here is my budget. Hopefully all goes well. If you guys are interested in any of these stickers, check out my Etsy shop, which is always linked down below. And tomorrow, look out for my cash stuffing, and we will get ready for this paycheck. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button down below so that you can become part of this little fam that we got going on in this corner of the internet. Hit the bell so you don't miss a single upload, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!